The most dangerous Aquarius is not the loud one. It is the silent one. The one who smiles when you underestimate them. The one who never argues when you say their ideas are unrealistic. The one who lets you believe they are drifting, while they are quietly designing a future you cannot even imagine yet. If you are an Aquarius, you have felt this. If you have ever loved one, you have witnessed it. Because Aquarius does not announce ambition. They conceal it. They protect it. They build it in the dark. And one day, when everything clicks into place, people call it overnight success. But you know the truth. Nothing about an Aquarius is overnight. From the outside, Aquarius can look detached, calm, sometimes even distracted. They are not obsessed with status games. They are not constantly broadcasting their goals. They are not fighting for the spotlight in every room. And that is exactly why people misread them. The world has been trained to recognize ambition when it is loud, when it is competitive, when it is aggressive, when it is obvious. Aquarius ambition is none of those things. It is strategic. It is patient. It is long-term. And it is often invisible. While others are chasing applause, Aquarius is studying the structure of the stage. While others are trying to win the game, Aquarius is analyzing the system that created the game in the first place. They are not obsessed with being the best inside a broken system. They are obsessed with redesigning it. That is not ego. That is vision. And vision requires silence. Aquarius understands something most people learn too late. When you talk about your plan too early, you expose it to noise, opinions, doubt, projection, interference. Every time you announce a dream, someone else tries to measure it against their limitations. They tell you why it will not work, why it is unrealistic, why you should be more practical, why you should slow down, or worse, why you should be more like everyone else. Aquarius does not fear failure. They fear contamination of the idea, so they keep it quiet. They let people think they are wandering. They let people assume they are unfocused. They let people believe there is no clear direction. Meanwhile, inside their mind, a blueprint is forming. Aquarius thinks in decades. They do not ask, how do I get ahead this year? They ask, what will matter 5 years from now? They do not ask, how do I impress them? They ask, how do I change the trajectory? That difference is subtle, but it is everything. There is a moment in almost every Aquarius life when they are underestimated. Maybe a teacher thought they were not serious enough. Maybe a partner thought they were emotionally distant and therefore not invested. Maybe a boss assumed they lacked hunger because they were not self-promoting. Aquarius rarely corrects those assumptions. They do not feel the need to defend their ambition. They know it is there. And here is where the first shift happens. While others are burning energy proving themselves, Aquarius is conserving it. While others are competing for attention, Aquarius is acquiring knowledge, skills, networks, perspective. They are not racing. They are positioning. This is the part most people never see. Aquarius plays long games. They are not seduced by fast fame. Quick validation does not impress them. Viral moments feel temporary. They do not want to explode and disappear. They want to build something that still stands when the noise fades. So they learn quietly. They observe patterns. They track trends. They connect dots no one else realizes are connected. And sometimes, that makes them lonely. Because when you see what is coming before it arrives, you often stand alone for a while. Aquarius can feel years ahead of their environment. They speak about ideas that sound unrealistic today, only to watch those same ideas become normal later. They are used to being early. They are used to being misunderstood. They are used to hearing, that will never work. But here is the truth. Aquarius does not need immediate agreement to continue. They need alignment with their vision. Their ambition is not about beating someone else. It is about outgrowing the limits placed around them. For many signs, success means recognition, or security, or dominance, or admiration. For Aquarius, success is freedom plus impact. Freedom to think independently. Freedom to move without being controlled. Freedom to pivot when the system stops making sense. And impact, real impact, not applause, not attention, but change. If they can build something that shifts how people think, how people connect, how systems operate, that is success. Money may come, status may come, but those are side effects, not the core objective. This is why Aquarius does not like to talk about plans. Once you announce a plan, you create expectations. People start watching, measuring, asking for updates, asking for proof. Aquarius does not want to perform progress. They want to experiment freely. They need space to test ideas without being locked into one version of the future. If they tell you their plan today, and tomorrow they realize a better strategy, they will change it. Not because they are inconsistent, but because they are adaptive, and they refuse to be trapped by their own past declarations. So they stay quiet, not because they are unsure, but because they are strategic. Imagine two builders. One announces every brick they lay. They celebrate each small step publicly. They seek applause as they go. The other studies architecture in silence. They measure. They redesign. They reinforce the foundation before anyone sees a wall. Years later, when storms come, whose structure survives? Aquarius builds foundations. They may look slow in the beginning. They may look distracted. They may even look detached. But underneath that calm exterior, there is relentless thought. They replay scenarios in their head. They analyze human behavior. They question outdated rules. They imagine alternative futures. And when they finally move decisively, it appears sudden. But it was never sudden. It was preparation meeting timing. There is a deeper layer to their quiet ambition. Aquarius does not want to win at the cost of authenticity. They will not reshape themselves to fit a narrow definition of success. If a path requires them to suppress their originality, they lose interest. If recognition demands conformity, they pull back. They would rather take longer and remain themselves. That choice is not easy. It means watching others advance faster. It means resisting shortcuts. It means enduring moments of doubt when the long road feels lonely. And Aquarius does doubt. Do not mistake their calm for invincibility. There are nights when they question whether the world will ever understand their vision. There are moments when they feel tired of explaining themselves. When they wonder if it would be easier to just follow the existing blueprint instead of designing a new one. But something inside them refuses. They cannot unsee what they see. They cannot unknow the flaws in the system. They cannot pretend they are satisfied with small goals when their mind is built for larger patterns. So they continue. Quietly. Relentlessly. Here comes the part few people talk about. Silent ambition can hurt. When you do not advertise your effort, people do not see your sacrifice. When you do not complain, people assume it is easy. When you do not demand recognition, people forget to offer it. Aquarius can achieve extraordinary things and still feel unseen. They can carry heavy responsibility and appear unaffected. They can endure rejection and not show the bruise. That emotional self-containment is both strength and burden. Because while they protect their vision from outside doubt, they sometimes also protect themselves from intimacy. They do not always let people see how much they care. They do not always reveal how deeply they are invested. They fear that exposing the full depth of their ambition will invite interference. So they compartmentalize. Public calm, private intensity. And then, one day, the shift happens. The idea they have been refining quietly begins to take shape. The opportunity they have been preparing for finally appears. The network they have been cultivating slowly becomes powerful. And suddenly, the world notices. Where did this come from? How did you do this? I had no idea you were working on that. Aquarius usually just smiles. Because explaining the years of silent preparation feels unnecessary. They did not build for validation. They built because they could see what was possible. This is the final realization. You cannot measure Aquarius' ambition by volume. You measure it by trajectory. Look at where they are compared to where they started. Look at the evolution of their thinking. Look at how many systems they have quietly improved. Look at how many minds they have subtly influenced. They are not always the loudest in the room, but they are often the ones who change the room. If you are an Aquarius listening right now, understand this clearly. Your silence is not weakness. Your patience is not laziness. Your refusal to compete loudly does not mean you lack drive. You are playing a different game. You are building something that does not need constant applause to survive. But remember one thing. Do not let strategic silence become isolation. Let someone in. Let someone witness the blueprint sometimes. Not to validate it, but to share the weight of it. And if you love an Aquarius, do not mistake their quiet for absence. Ask them about their ideas. Give them space, but also give them trust. Behind that calm exterior is a mind mapping futures you have not yet imagined. The most dangerous Aquarius is not the one arguing in public. It is the one observing, the one learning, the one designing, the one who says nothing, and then one day unveils something that shifts everything. Because when ambition is loud, it burns fast. When ambition is silent, it endures. An Aquarius was never interested in burning out. They were always interested in building something that lasts.